Oh, I have to tell you that a Kia, no matter which model, always smells like holiday for me. And I realize it's because not only have I had a couple of Kias over sort of December holidays, but we've done like long drives in them. And so it just always has this beautiful, like, nostalgic, lovely holiday feel. And I think that even if you're not a motoring journalist and you don't get a certain car over the December holidays, etc., that it would feel the same for you. It is just like, especially the Sportage and obviously the Carnivals, whatever, but all of them in fact. But they're such fabulous family cars and therefore like weekend getaway cars, you know, long road trip cars, etc. But let me also just take a moment. In fact, I think we should all maybe give a bit of a round of applause for the styling of the Sportage. Because even though it launched a while back now, getting this new diesel model, especially in this blue, I'm again like blown away by its look. And I'm not the only one. I went to Ultra Liquors yesterday, obviously, and a gentleman came up to me and said, "Oh my gosh, what is this car? It's amazing." I was like, "It's a Sportage. How have you not seen it on the road?" He hadn't seen it in this color, but he kept mentioning, he was like, "Wow," and then he was like, "I must tell my friend," and like this person and whatever. Still turning heads, I tell ya. So let's talk about the engine, because the diesels are newer to the lineup, obviously, Kia offering everything. So this is a 1.6 litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel. You get 100 kilowatts of power and 320 newton meters of torque. It's mated to a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, which it's an odd little handle, you know, for me, but my husband loves it. He thinks it looks super cool and quite retro. I like it. It's just odd. Anyways, but back to the engine. It is a punchy little thing, I tell you. Not even that little, but it's a punchy thing. You might even know it. If you remember the Kia Soul, probably one of my favorite cars back in the day, had the same engine as this. And overall, okay, look, it's still got that grumbly diesel sound because it's not a brand new engine. However, what Kia's done superbly well is that inside, when you're in this cabin, you can't really hear it. In fact, you can't really hear anything. The only thing I can hear is Lucas' car seat bouncing around in the back. And my own thoughts, which is dangerous. So very quiet. Overall, just a lovely drive. That's the thing with Kia for me. It's comfortable, even on the biggest wheels. Because I'm in the GT Plus, I'm in like the fancy pants, GT Line Plus. And so it's got like every bell and whistle. But it's on bigger wheels and still just smooth, like eats up all the crap on the road that you might drive over, you know. Only thing I've struggled with is actually connecting my Android Auto, but I put it into the C USB port thingamajig, and it might only work with the USB. I know that's sometimes a thing. Anyways, I don't know why it's not connecting, but no biggie. Well, also I'm a bit technologically challenged. You know, I've always admitted it. Not picking my nose here, by the way, just having a good old scratch. Anyway. But so mentioning that, like, you know, everything is in this car. Oh, I'm really enunciating everything. So I mentioned the USB ports. It's even got USB ports in the seats here for the rear passengers. Amazing. And guys, I never say this. In all the fanciest of cars, I never say, "Oh, heated seats in the rear," unless you're paying like 2-3 million rand for a car. And even then, most of them don't have that. So that's how this literally has like everything. Your wireless charger, your just alles. It's even got these suede door panels, which I love. I just adore this car. Gosh. Speaking of the diesel motor, which I forgot to mention earlier because I got carried away by all the features, fuel consumption is claimed at a very low, like 4.9 litres per 100 Ks. I think you're going to sit more, you can actually get it under 6, I'd say. I'm sitting at around 7, again, hooligan. So it's fantastic, like fuel, it's economical. Wow. Okay, cool. There it is. The boot is practical. Obviously, it's 571 litres. It's pretty big, even within its segment. I just think, I even got the Checkers 6060 bike in there over the weekend. Like, and other stuff could have gone in. That bike's quite big, I have to say. It's not a small thing. It's even got like the back, and not a Checkers 6060 motorbike. I've just realized what I'm telling you. I'll put the picture up there. They very kindly delivered one for Luca, like one of those small push bike things. I put a reel up. If you haven't seen it, go watch, because I think it is so cute. One of the cutest things I've ever seen. So it really can swallow a lot. Last year when we had this in December, Luca was still in a camp cot, and we managed to fit everything in with Archie and everything. I mean, it was a squish by the end, but that's because I pack everything. I pack the whole world. So this is up against Hyundai Tucson, Volkswagen Tiguan. Wait, did I say those right? Toyota RAV4, Mazda CX-5, etc. Bearing in mind what is happening? Aren't a lot of diesels on offer or whatever. But again, here's Kia just going, guys, we will give you every option that you need because we want every customer to be happy. My recommendation, choose which one. Petrol, diesel, don't even worry about the highest spec models. Honestly, I just don't think you can go wrong with this car. It is still at the very top of my list of recommendations. If somebody has the money, then I recommend it. So it's in the 700s, this specific model. You can get one in the 500s, But honestly, I don't think you'll regret a minute of driving this car because it is just glorious.